We have the choice and the freedom to navigate our lives ourselves. So, happy International Women's Day to you all!
So one thing that's super interesting about the elevators on this ship is they're like fancy. On the outside of the elevator, you tell it which floor you're trying to go to.
5, car D.
And then it'll tell you which one of the elevators to get into. Now, it's really cool except for when there's a lot of people trying to use it, because then it takes forever. But that's just cruise ship elevators in general. We'll talk soon. So we made our way up the fancy elevators and into the marketplace buffet on deck 16, and we of course grabbed a plate of only the healthiest and most nutritious foods they had there. They also had a cake and some decorations for Women's Day up there. They had that kind of thing more or less going on around the entire ship, and we grabbed a plate of desserts to share as well. And then we decided to explore the ship a little bit, because there were definitely areas of the ship that we hadn't been to yet. One of the places we ended up was the arcade. This is actually a really sizable one, so if you're into arcade games or you have kids with you or whatever, that's a perfect place to hang out. Just obviously be aware that it does cost money, so it might be a good idea to set some sort of limit. And we again passed through the Pirates Cove area and debated if we wanted to go on the slides, but again opted not to. We were only at about the halfway mark of our cruise, so there were plenty of days left for fun and games. And we passed through the jungle pool, but it was pretty busy in there as well, so we made our way out to the main pool deck. There weren't any loungers that we could see, so we just ended up at the bar and had a couple of rounds of drinks, including a delicious Bloody Mary. MSC's Bloody Mary mix is a lot more traditional in that they have to assemble it with multiple ingredients. On Carnival and other cruise lines, they have a pre-made mix that's kind of soupy and, in my opinion, a little bit gross, but I do love a good Bloody Mary. As you can see, the pool deck was absolutely crowded, which is to be expected on a sea day. However, this is kind of a common issue on cruise lines in general. People will go out and put their towel and stuff on a couple of loungers and then keep them all day even if they're not there, and that's honestly kind of rude. Especially in the middle of the afternoon, there were actually quite a few loungers, but all of them had stuff on them, and of course we didn't want to move anybody else's stuff, so we decided to get out of the sun and make our way down into the inside of the ship. And I was wanting an ice cold beer, so we went over to the sports bar. Heather's also a beer drinker, so it worked out really well. And I grabbed a Dos Equis because, as I've mentioned, they have it on draft there, and that's my favorite. And then from there, we stopped in to see if they had any reservations open at Hola Tacos for dinner before making our way back down to our room. All right, so we're back to the room. We're gonna chill for a little bit, look at the schedule, see what we can find to do here later. We booked Hola Tacos, which if you've seen some of my recent MSC series, you'll know that I'm a fan of that. So we're gonna go for dinner tonight there. Then tomorrow we're in Puerto Rico. And of course, I'm sure we'll do some things this evening and all that. So stay tuned. But anyway, yeah, just taking a little bit of a breather. We spent some time out on the pool deck. Couldn't really actually find anywhere to sit, so we sat at the bar for a little while. Had a couple drinks and ate some food, obviously you saw, and now we're back and all that. So, but yeah, we'll talk soon. So we're getting ready for dinner. Are we ready for some tacos?
I'm so ready for tacos. I'm hungry.
Yeah, we ate lunch kind of early, so that we would be hungry tonight for this.
And we didn't eat as much as we normally would either.
Yeah, so we're definitely ready for, all you can eat.
Tacos.
Yeah, tacos, burritos, enchiladas, nachos, soup. But yeah, so that's what's up. That's what we're doing. It's gonna be so good, and of course we'll show everything to you as we go along and all that. I've done Hola before on the MSC Meraviglia. I've never done it on this ship, obviously, because I've never been on this ship before. But the menu's the same, so I'm assuming it's gonna be the same quality and stuff, and I'm a fan of it. Let's see what Heather thinks, because we're a little bit spoiled when it comes to, tacos and just general Mexican food where we live, so... but I approve, and I'm sure she will too. But yeah, we'll talk soon. We finished getting ready, and from there we made our way out to the Seascape bar in the lobby atrium. I don't know if I mentioned it, but our room was actually on the lobby floor, so that bar was very conveniently located to our room. And at this point, the cruise director and everybody was getting ready to do the Women's Day toast, so we went up a couple of decks to get a good view of that. And as you can see, the lobby atrium was absolutely packed with people. And then within a few minutes, the cruise director got up on the stage and they got everything started.
No matter what life we choose, we have the choice and the freedom to navigate our lifestyle self. So, happy International Women's Day to you all!
Hola Tacos on MSC Seascape was definitely as delicious as it was on MSC Meraviglia. Earlier in the week they had auditions for an event that they called Star for a Night, and it's basically where a bunch of people sing a song accompanied with a live band. I'd seen this done on other cruise lines and I even participated before, but this was definitely the most elaborate version of this that I'd seen. Heather was actually going to audition, but she ended up missing it and she was pretty bummed, but our friend Sean got selected to sing, so we were really excited to see him up there. The Star for a Night thing really was a fun event and Sean did great, and it worked out perfectly because it was ending just in time for us all to make our way over to karaoke, and it seemed to me that Sean and everybody felt a little bit more in their element in the karaoke room as opposed to the main lobby.
I'm all out of love, but am I without you? I can't be too late. Say that I was so wrong. Rock your body inside, I can't be away. Rock your body.
Some people want it all, want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby.
After karaoke, they were having a dance party in the lobby atrium, so we of course joined in for that, and spent some time dancing the night away. Right at midnight, we went up to the Shine Bar to do a shot, because midnight marked the start of Heather's birthday, and two of the bartenders that we'd made friends with wanted to make her shots, so we got a double round of shots. Both of them were pretty awful, but we drank them like pros, so cheers to Heather and to life. And then we hung out there for a little while longer before making our way back to our room. But yeah, we had another great and eventful day on MSC Seascape. I want to thank you all so much for traveling with us. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.